Today's video is brought to you by the letters B, M, and Z. The three letters from my avatar name. Anyways, hello everybody. My name is Andrew from BrickMeisterZ, and can you tell me how I get to Sesame Street? Well, you gotta build it, of course. Either way, this is the LEGO Ideas Sesame Street set that we're going to be reviewing today, which is set number 21324. Its recognition is 18 up, and it has a total of 1,367 pieces for the price of $120 in the United States when it was released back in November of 2020 as a LEGO Store exclusive set. And the main figure sets you get for this set are Elmo, Big Bird, Cookie Monster, Oscar the Grouch, along with his pet worm Slimy on a hard tile print. And you also get Bert and Ernie with his rubber ducky. And let's not forget about Elmo's pet goldfish Dorothy. And yeah, the only other two main figures that they're missing from the set are Grover and the Count, which is a little bit same for me, especially how they're going to be included in this set. So, here's the front look at the box with the Brownstone Apartment building and the Hooper Store building. And on the back of the box, we got some different shots of the set with some open rooms on the back and everything like that. But yeah, I already opened up this box last night and I finished building it after when I got back from BrickFest. Right, so here it is. Now that I finished building the set last night, let's take a look at the main figures. First main figure that we're going to be taking a look at is Elmo. And he's actually one of my favorite characters from Sesame Street. And that molded headpiece, as we're taking a look at, is not a regular LEGO main figure head, but a new custom molded headpiece, because LEGO Ideas never makes new pieces for main figures after getting their sets approved, like besides Sesame Street, say like Winnie the Pooh for instance. But the design of this molded head for Elmo has just that open mouth expression, but I do wish that on the front and back of the torso in red might have some printed fur on all around his body, I guess. Next is Big Bird, and the design of him uses that new torso attachment in the middle right off the bat, for the head and the tail all as one piece, or like a rubbery material or something like that. So this is what it actually kind of looks like, by the way. Which to attach that piece, we got a regular LEGO minifigure torso with the chicken wing arms, which we actually got in the collectible minifigure series 9 in yellow, which is sort of like an Easter promo that we got before, that you probably attach that rubbery piece to like the middle of the torso. There we go, I got that in there. And the legs are actually a new print in orange with the pink stripes going across the legs. And the chicken wing arms pieces can probably move up and down if you want, because you don't want to grab something like for like a bar or something like that. It's a little bit same for me. As for Cookie Monster, he has two cookies with those 1x1 round flat tiles with the cookie print on it, as you can see what they actually look like. So that actually kind of fits in his hands. And at the bottom, there's actually those sort movable legs, which are new pieces in LEGO that we haven't gotten them before. Also, just like Elmo, I do wish there actually some like fur print at the front and the back of the torso. And that custom molded headpiece is actually quite new. Like I said before, LEGO Ideas never makes new pieces for main figures, especially getting these sets approved, by the way. And one last thing I want to point out is that Cookie Monster has an open mouth expression like Elmo did. Same thing with Bert and Ernie, which we'll take a look at that right now. Either way, the next two main figures that we're going to be taking a look at is Bert and Ernie. We'll take a look at Bert first before we move on to Ernie. And just like Cookie Monster with his blue legs, we also got those dark green movable short legs for Bert. And all around his body, we also got that new torso print with the stripes all around his whole body. And for that new custom molded headpiece, it's actually a collar attached to the head, which is actually a hard plastic, which is almost kind of looks like a Lego SpongeBob head a little bit. As for Ernie, we also got some short legs, which are not movable, in light blue. And we also got that new torso print all around his whole body, which is different compared to Bert. And we also got that new custom molded headpiece for him, which, funny enough, he and Bert also got some open mouth expressions, which is different compared to Elmo and Cookie Monster. And that hair in black, as you can see, is actually a hard plastic. So yeah, that's a look at Bert and Ernie, and now on to the final main figure. And finally, our last main figure that we'll be taking a look at is Oscar the Grouch, and the design of him doesn't use any new pieces for this set, rather be that trash can lid on the top of his head with a circular round 2x2 flat tile in dark bluish gray. And all around his head at the front in lime green, we got that BB-8 body piece, I think you can call it. Rather be that face print at the front that I am talking about. And underneath his head, we got a regular Lego minifigure head, which is also in lime green, that you can place him inside the trash can piece, also in dark bluish gray. And we tip it upside down. I think it's going to fall out because he doesn't have any legs. So yeah, that's about it for the minifigures for this set. Like I said before, there's no Grover or Count in this set. Either way, for the build of the set, let's take a look at the Brownstone apartment building first before we move on to the Hooper store building last. Either way, at the front of the Brownstone apartment building, we got that olive green 2x2 tile jumper piece that you can place Oscar the Grouch in his trash can right here. That actually fits in perfectly. And right next to him, this is a bin of some of his Blonnies, rather be that black tire, a garbage bag, which if you remember correctly, if I'm going to be pulling this thing out, as you can see what the trash bag looks like, it's sort of like a minifigure sack piece in like green. And one more item that's inside that bin is, this is actually a pizza box on a 2x2 flat tile in white, which is not a new print to get. This is also a new print though on that heart tile piece featuring Oscar the Grouch's pet worm Slimy. And then to the right, we got a little gate that you can open up. And in that little area, we got a blue recycling bin. Also, a little window to that basement. And if you look all around the Brownstone apartment building, while there is that basement window down below, there's no accessible basement, by the way. But what I found out when I was working on Bag 1 last night, when I got back from Brickfest, when I was working on Bag 1, I didn't want to take this all apart because I worked so hard on it. When I was working on Bag 1, I did notice that black Lego spire piece in on that white spider web piece that you could probably attach it with clips to that bracket piece or something like that. That might be the case that I'm thinking of just showing you guys what's inside that little basement. As for the stoop, you know these stairs leading up to the front door, we got a 1x2 clear brick at the top, which is a print for the 1, 2, 3 print, which is represents Sesame Street at the top. And then right in front, we got this little cooking with oatmeal cookbook. Sorry about the blurriness, by the way, but the cookbook has a sticker at the front. And then inside, we got another sticker on that 1x2 flat tile piece in white for a sticker that says recipe 1 cup of oatmeal, 1 mango, and buttermilk. I really like how they actually use 1x1 round tiles for transparent pieces from Lego dots at the side for the lights. And you can open up the doors by pushing them like this. And this leads us into Elmos Room. I really like the black telephone on the wall and also that 1x6x5 panel piece in tan with a sticker for a board at the front right there. And there's also a red bell above the board right there where my finger is pointing at. And then to the right, we got a small area for his rocket ship and his fistball on top of that drawer. And that fistball piece for that regular Lego minifigure head in transparent clear of Elmo's pet goldfish Dorothy is the same piece being used from the Lego Ideas Seinfeld set. And then we got his bunny, as well as a small train that runs around the bed. And then we got 2 photo frames for those 2x3 stickers. That's those Elmo and his father, and another picture of Zoe and Rosita. And right above the bed, there's a picture of the Golden Gate Bridge from San Francisco, California. It's actually from the Lego Ideas Big Bang Theory set, which is a tile 2x2 print in reddish brown. And finally, right next to the bed that has some train tracks underneath that has the train going around his bed, like I said before, we got another drawer with that orange ball piece, and right above the ball, there's actually a little lamp. As for Bert and Ernie's room above Elmo's room, right off the bat, we got 2 2x3 sticker pieces to rather be that photo of Bert and Ernie, and beside the bed, we got a sticker right there about Bert's or Ernie's bottle cap collection. I hope that said that right because I don't remember anything here about the show. And on the bed, if I can probably pull this out, there we go. There's actually another sticker of a 1x2 tile in red showing paper clips, probably for Bert because he actually does kind of like paper clips if I do say so myself. In between these 2 beds, we got the Minecraft headpiece in white for the lamp. And above this bed, we got a dinosaur olive piece right here on that shelf. And behind this seat, if I get pulling that out, that kind of sits on these 2 1x2 tile jumper pieces in dark green. We also got the books right behind it. And at the top, we got above the books, we got a clock, which is actually another sticker, which is on a 2x2 tile. If I'm going to put this seat back in place. Yeah, there we go. And then in the corner, we got the bathtub with the rubber ducky, which is actually not a new piece, which is still nice to get once again. And you could probably place Ernie inside the bathtub as he's taking a bath. And there's actually a little shower mechanism for the drain pipe, whatever you call it. And right behind there's actually a curtain. I'm not actually sure what that little shower thing does because this actually has like a 1x1 stud in transparent blue at the bottom. And right in front of the tile, there's actually a flat tile 1x1 piece with a transparent light blue right there. And yeah, that's a look at Bert and Ernie's room. And let's take a look at the top of the building, which is the roof. As for the roof of the Brownstone apartment building, we got a chimney, an antenna, and 2 doves, which are a type of bird. And they also include this cool flying saucer or UFO they can probably place on the roof right here. So that's a look inside the Brownstone apartment building, and here are some more details to the left. For some sticker details to the left, we got an advertisement for Bill and Silas Construction Company, also a little side stairway with the plant, and a little mural for Abby Cadabby, who didn't come in this set, that also had her fairy garden, and also a little birdhouse right there. And for the right side, we got another birdhouse right there. And on that windowsill, we got a milk carton right there. And we also got 3 flowers. And also right in front of the apartment Brownstone building, we got some details up front. Rather be the build of that little fire hydrant, which is actually a pretty cool build. And this street sign, what's cool is that you could probably just display on its own, which is on that 4x4 round plate. in light bluish gray. It's very easily to remove, like you have to probably display it on its own or whatever. You can actually plot this in this corner. We got two prints, the Sesame Street tile at the bottom, and this round flat tile with the 1, 2, 3. Also to see that fistball helmet piece in transparent clear, I suppose. And then right next to the stairs of that stoop, there's a mailbox build. And one thing that I don't like about it is because there's some syringes as the legs, but it just doesn't work. It tells you to plop it at the side of the apartment building, but because there's no connections to keep it in place, so it kind of wobbles back and forth until it actually falls over. The only way that fixed it is to take out these syringes pieces. As what you see, they look like they're kind of like a little flue sock mechanism thing, but with push pins at the end. These are all in light blue. And to replace that, I kind of used these round 1x1 studs, also in light blue, that kind of attach at the bottom right there. Yeah, there we go. Once you do that, you could probably place that right next to the apartment building right there. And yeah, once you take it back and forth, it will not wobble or topple over. So, pretty cool replacement for these little pieces right there. So yeah, if you guys have the LEGO Idea Sesame Street set in your house, why not take out these pieces right there from that mailbox that wobbles back and forth, and you could probably replace that with studs like I just did. As for Big Bird's nest in the right corner of the apartment building, I really like that sticker 2x2 tile of a picture of Snuffy, or Snuffleupagus, and then we got another little mailbox design right there, and Big Bird's nest with that barrel piece is actually served not a part of a nest, but a little barrel piece that kind of sits on these tile jumper pieces that you can probably place the barrel right there. And you can actually place Big Bird inside the nest with his teddy bear, which is pretty adorable to me. And right behind the barrel piece, there's actually another sticker 2x2 tile of Mr. Hooper from the show. So that's pretty sweet to include here on that little door or garage door or whatever. That piece in dark blue, then whatever you call it. And then to the right, we got a little tree that has a little toy car right there on some orange blocks. And yeah, like I said before, yeah, there's nothing too much else to show with Big Bird's nest. And the final build of the set is the Hooper Store building. At the very front, we got a banana, a carrot, and a newspaper that says Super Grover saves today again. So yeah, there's Grover, and I don't know why he wasn't in the set as a minifigure. That's on a sticker 2x3 tile in white, and another sticker which is on a 2x2 tile in white, which is a winter port storage. We also got a little door that you can open and close. I really like how they actually use the window for studs that are not on top techniques around the windows and stuff like that. And we got a Hooper's sign with that 1x4 tile sticker that are found on both sides. On the other side of the building, we got another sticker which is on a 4x4 plate which says, if you need, Hooper's has it. I really like the build of this lamp right there, and we also got a little sit-down dining area with that black chair and a little picnic table which is on a 3x3 tile, which is a sticker, which is actually from one of the LEGO Mario sets like Bowser's Castle Boss Battle. And then inside, we also got another sticker right there, sort of like a checkerboard or whatever. And as you can see inside, we got a coffee mug and a nickel that is worth 5 cents, which is actually a round 1x1 flat tile. And as you can see inside, it's very hard to see the opening, so I'm gonna have to pull it out. There's actually quite a few prints in this set. Rather it be that 1x2 tile print of the peanut bag, which is from the LEGO Minions airplane set, or that 1x1 circular pinwheel piece, and those 1x1 flat tiles from LEGO Dots, like that little cloud rainbow thing right there, and also a unicorn. And then we also got a little orange juice carton, And then we also got a cash register to the right. And right above the first floor, we got this little room right there, which is a 2x3 sticker of Cookie Monster's foodie truck, and also a 3x3 round sticker with the count on there, which funny enough, he doesn't appear in this set along with Grover. And on the TV, we got a 2x3 sticker of Guy Smiley. I hope that I said that right. And also we got 2 of those 1x2 VHS tapes right there, because we also got a VHS player inside. Sorry about the TV being knocked over. That I put inside right there. I'm glad they actually put it in there because it's Sesame Street related. And that yellow chair that has the cookie crumb right there, you can actually place Cookie Monster in this seat as he's watching TV. And at the very top, we got this little air conditioner unit and then a small bat for the count. The only thing I don't like about the design of the Hooper Store building, it's because we got open rooms right there. Because the Brownstone building is sort of like you need to put on display, because you're not actually displaying from the back, you're actually displaying from the front. But you better keep an eye out here, because there are some Technic pin holes on the sides of the Hooper Store building, which means we're about to begin an expansion to it sometime soon. And I remember someone named Chief Lego Alex, by the way, has actually made his custom mock of the Lego Ideas Sesame Street set, which is sort of like an expansion set or whatever, that kind of connects with these Technic pin holes, by the way, his mock that I actually worked on to combine with the Lego Ideas Sesame Street set with the Technic pin holes right there is his project about the laundromat and the bicycle store that has Elmo, Abby, Grover, Zoe, and Snuffleupagus in it. That kind of works when you're going to be able to, like, put this together. But then again, we're going to have to wait and see if they actually make an expansion set to this, like maybe in the next year or two. So the problem will be solved by having these Technic pin holes right there. But anyways, that's it for the build of the set. I enjoy building this as much as I do. We already took a look at the box at the beginning, so let's take a look at the instructions before we wrap up this video. For the instruction booklet, one thing that I really like about it is how they actually kind of use the front cover for just the minifigures. So yeah, inside we got some information about Sesame Street, Sesame Workshop, and we also got the fan designer, Ivan Garado. Hope I said that right. He's actually the same guy who actually did the Lego Ideas Sesame Street set after getting 10,000 support to get the set approved. So congratulations to him. And next page, we also got the Lego designers. And at the very end, hope I'm gonna be able to find something right here. Yeah, here we go. We got Lego Ideas set with Bert and Ernie, and some of the other Lego Ideas sets like Pirates of Barracuda Bay, International Space Station, and Grand Piano. And then so it's at the end for the Sesame Street logo. So anyways, that's about it for my review of the Lego Ideas Sesame Street set. I know a lot of people enjoyed it because this actually brings back childhood memories. And yeah, besides the Brownstone Apartment building, the Hooper Store building looks pretty weird because of the open rooms that has some Technic pin holes, which means we're about to begin an expansion to it in the next year or two. And they didn't have this in the original project. And yeah, the interior has references to Sesame Street, like Ernie's bathtub at the back and Elmos Room on the first floor, as you can see right there. So yeah, a lot of people, like I said, actually enjoyed and reviewing this set, like how I actually just did. Except Brickatech, which, funny enough, he and his son Clarkman didn't have much interest in buying the Lego Ideas Sesame Street set because they can't actually afford, because Clarkman was never really a huge fan of Sesame Street.
I went into this knowing that he was never really a huge fan of Sesame Street, never really connected with it. Myself, personally, I don't have a huge history with Sesame Street. Like, I remember it being on at the babysitter's house. I know the characters, but that's about it. You can see we have a number of bags left here to build, but we're not gonna do that. We're actually bailing on this because Clarkman, like, literally had no interest in this set. So join me, if you will, as we tear this down. Here we are, the final pieces from Sesame Street. Kind of sad, actually. I'm a little sad as we were tearing this apart. I was like, man, we should have just stuck with it, probably. We only had a couple bags left. Ready to go out to builders, minus the box, which I'm going to just be recycling. That puts an end to the saga of LEGO Ideas Sesame Street. It just wasn't in the cards. The set didn't click with us, and I think that's okay.
So yeah, I'm glad they actually did a review for BrickMeisterZ because he and his son Clark both lost interest in this set. But I like it anyway. Anyway, what do you guys think? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. My name is Andrew from BrickMeisterZ signing off, and thank you all so much for watching this video. If you're new to the channel, please click that subscribe button and then click on the bell icon to turn on notifications to be updated on my content when I upload new video for you guys. But that's it for now. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Bye.